Hello and welcome to the This Is Xbox Game of the Year Awards. For the category of Shooter of the Year, the winners are Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. We had to choose two for this one, because after debating it over several nights and it getting pretty heated, we couldn't come to a consensus.
And it's not going to change. We've
No.
got two camps.
Yeah, the right camp and the wrong camp.
Exactly.
We'll let the listeners decide which is which.
Yes. So yes, Dig and myself voted for Titanfall 2. Greg and Rich
Indeed.
voted for Battlefield 1.
Voted wrong. Yeah.
They got it wrong. Seriously wrong.
No way.
But what we've both decided, what we've all decided, is that they were both worthy in their own right. And hey, it's good for gamers, isn't it? We can't decide. They must both be pretty good.
It's fortunate that they're both EA games, and they can actually be bought as a double pack. So there's a little bit of a loophole there for us.
Funnily
Yeah.
enough, I was going to say there's like a chest pack where you can buy both games simultaneously. So, yeah.
Basically, we're just on point as normal with our views.
Totally.
I felt Titanfall 2 didn't offer me anything new or refreshing other than the really good relationship between Cooper and BT. So for me, it didn't hit that Game of the Year status, where I found Battlefield 1 to be a very new take on that series. And
See,
I
I would
really
disagree.
thoroughly enjoyed both the campaign and the multiplayer.
See, I feel that the campaign on Titanfall 2 introduces you to all of the new Titans, for one. Some of the new mechanics for the multiplayer that's available. Because Titanfall 2 is a completely different beast from Titanfall 1. It really is. I mean, there's so much more to it, especially in the multiplayer section, than there was in the previous iteration. So I would argue that if any game is more like its predecessor, it's actually Battlefield.
Yeah,
No.
there wasn't an awful lot. There wasn't much different with Battlefield, was there really?
It was loads
The
different.
guns.
The
guns.
way they tell the story was different. But apart from that, yeah, it was just nothing. Nothing spectacular for me.
I just think, if anything, Battlefield should be commended for their storytelling, in the fact that they told a historical story. They didn't dramatise it. They didn't focus it on one badass that went through a massive fortress to kill the Nazis and save the day. It was factual. It got the emotion of what you kind of felt when, well, for me anyway, sitting in A-level history, learning about it all. It just took me back to that classroom and listening to all these stories and everything we learned. I just found it very humbling of what I was playing. I felt guilty playing it, that I was enjoying this game, yet actually it had quite a message behind it. I had no feeling with Titanfall. It gave me nothing. The only thing it proved me wrong was playing Titanfall online. To start with, I was like, why have they done this? I don't like this, or this is different. And then I realised I was just one of those twats that kind of just wanted Titanfall. And that is the only part of Titanfall 2 that I thought should deserve particular commending, is the fact that they did actually change it up quite a lot from the first game.
I'm willing to support both games in the way you said, Rich, because yeah, I really enjoyed Battlefield's storytelling. I also really enjoyed Titanfall because I just thought it was short and sweet. It was a bit over, it was just fun, brainless fun, and some of the battles at the end were, with the Titans were absolutely great fun. The way each new Titan they introduced to the game was a boss, and then teaming up at the end. Well, I shouldn't, not going to spoil it, but the way the game ended was action packed, and it was just really enjoyable effortless fun. Whereas, like
See,
you
I
said,
think-
Battlefield really made you think about what you were playing, and that's fine. It was not an issue with that at all. It's just that I preferred
The
Ironfall's
switch your brain off.
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need to think about games all the time. I don't want to think about games all the time. So sometimes it's just nice to blow stuff up.